and welcome to Round Robin. You probably can't tell it, but today we are at a farm in Hampton. It's an unusual place, and we wanted to bring you here so you could experience it yourself. My guest is Jim Seward, who's the superintendent or farm superintendent here at Bluebird Gap. Welcome. You should be welcoming me, actually.
Well, welcome to the farm on this beautiful spring day.
It is wonderful. So I think a lot of people either don't know this is here or haven't. I'll tell you the truth, I haven't been here in a while. My kids are older. I spent a whole lot of time here when they were little, and things have changed a little bit. So why don't you start by introducing us to who's behind us?
Who's behind us are some of the cattle that we have here. This is BJ. Unfortunately, we're seeing the wrong end. This is BJ, he's a steer, and that's Annabelle, she's a cow. Behind them are Thelma and Louise, they're the calves. I'm not sure if you can see them, they're the Hereford calves, calves. We haven't had them too long, just several months.
That's nice. And that is one of the things you guys do is you're not a zoo, you are kind of a working farm. I mean, correct. You take care of the animals, your chickens have eggs, you kind of show.
Clean up manure, we do a lot
But
of
you know, kids
everything.
don't see that now. I mean, really,
Right.
Where do you go if you're a kid today in urban Hampton, Newport News, Hampton Roads, where do you go to see what a farm looks like?
Right here.
It's really the only
is it.
place. Yeah. So this is the sort of livestock. You also have some, what are those, goats, rams?
We have goats in the yard over on the other side of the livestock barn. We had 6 babies born this year, 6 kids. Already 3 of them are spoken for. We do sell those back to the public, and hopefully we'll be able to sell all 6 of them. We have pigs back here. We also have rabbits, and we have sulcata tortoises, which are native to Africa, the deserts of northern Africa, and they don't really like the chilly weather very well, so we have to keep them inside most of the time right now, but in the summer they'll be out all the time.
Oh, wow. Now, one of the sights I saw this morning when I first got here was some little kids with their faces up against the fence and the turkeys, and then the turkeys started gobbling and the kids started squealing, and is that the kind of reaction that you see?
That's what we like to see, yes. We like to see the kids having fun and playing on the playground and seeing all these animals. And sometimes it's, you hear strange things that they'll call animals something and they obviously don't know what it is, so it's nice to educate them on what it actually is. I've heard all kinds of crazy things. Bluebird Gap Farm used to have mountain lions, and I heard foxes, and we had wolves. We're tending away from all the wild animals and letting Sandy Bottom Nature Park take care of that. But I heard the mountain lion one time called a monkey. I heard people ask, a cow was in a stall in the barn, and a grown lady didn't know what it was. She asked what kind of animal it was. So yeah, we hear all that. But you got to look at it from, okay, here's your chance to educate the public.
That's right. And in fact, I noticed you guys have really good signage now that I don't recall from when I was coming here frequently, with color pictures and descriptions of the animals, a little bit about their native habitat. I mean, it is very educational.
Right, and that's our goal, is more educational and interpretive knowledge for the public to see. We're still working on that, by the way. I've been trying to acquire a few new animals, and it's a slow but sure process. And for instance, we have a ringneck pheasant and some golden pheasants. The pheasants and the the pheasants and the guinea fowl are on display over by the turkeys. And I have their signs, but I don't have them up yet. And the quail and the doves and the fancy pigeons that we have English trumpeter pigeons that do a cuckoo, 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 like that instead of a coo, coo noise. So, and their signs are yet to be put up. And I got to give a plug to the Friends of the Farm. It's the support group for Bluebird Gap Farm, and because they have paid for all those signs. It's not city money at all.
And that's wonderful. You know, I remember at the time I was coming here, and I'll look around at the visitors and say that's probably still true. Your main clientele is little kids. So it's either daycares or preschools or you know, parents who are home during the day with their kids and don't have a lot of extra money.
Right.
And so what you offer is educational and free, and you don't have to make a day of it. You can come and spend an hour, or you can come and spend several hours. Right. And
if you don't have to pay admission, you don't feel obligated to stay all day. You can come back tomorrow or come back next week. And a big improvement we've just done is the brand new playground equipment, monster playground equipment. The slide, the tornado slide, is 2 feet taller than the old one.
And that reaches the older kids too. So
yes.
You can do an age range here.
And that is supposed to accommodate up to 80 children on that playground equipment. So.
It is just amazing. And I think, how long has, not you personally, how long has the farm been here, Jim?
The farm has been in its current spot about 45 years. The original location was at Hampton Coliseum's entrance, and in 1968 it was moved over here for this position. So 68 to now is 45 years. Yes, it's a very popular place with all the locals. We have many repeat visitors. We have moms groups that come in, the school buses come in, lots of birthday parties, like you said, on the weekends, and it's free. You can't beat it.
Yeah, what a good deal.
Yes, it is.
And we should tell people what your hours are, because you're not open every day.
That's correct. We're closed on Monday and Tuesday. Our hours are Wednesday through Sunday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Now, because it's free, do you have a count of how many people come through here?
We have a counter in the driveway that cars run over, and we calculate with a formula that's derived from the state park system. Our last 3-year average was over 175,000 people for the year.
And I bet you that undercounts, knowing the number of school buses that come through.
It could. We don't know for sure. We'd actually have to have somebody out the gate to count people so that we would know how many people come in. But it's a good baseline, and you can use like last year's and this year's to compare. April, it just so happens, is our biggest month for the last 3 years. We should hit.
Well, that's because, and I will speak for all moms here, they've been cooped up in the house with these kids for a darn long time, and as soon as it gets nice, they want to get out.
That's right. We've already surpassed March's attendance by last Sunday. We're already over 17,000 for this month. We should hit 23,000 for the whole month.
So what else? What are some of the other highlights? You have not just the animals, which is what I think of, but farm equipment, and the Master Gardeners have a garden. What are some of the other things people can see here?
We also have storytelling in the park going on Fridays this summer. We do the sheep shearing coming up every Wednesday through June, and we have a free hayride once a month, the second Saturday of every month from 12 till 2. It's real popular. We usually, on a nice day, we'll have over 300 people ride our hayride around to the back of the farm and back.
That's great. And again, you know, you can sort of hear the urban noise in the background. We're close to the interstate. You can hear the cars going by, but really you get here and it feels like a farm. It smells like a farm. You know, it's just, it's this isolated little experience in Hampton. So I hope other people will take this opportunity to come out and see what it's like and visit Bluebird Gap Farm. Thank you for watching.